Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Right there.
Yellow.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and long for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 29, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he lost the football. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Now he's into the clear. The 30, past the 20, and he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there out of Kamara, 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 49ers' 10-yard line.
Here we go. 480. Check. 53 is mine. Here we go. 26.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. There we go. Kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Man, I got you.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Armstrong. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And a 49er first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. See me in your nightmares.
Prescott to throw this time. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Toss play, Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of... Some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike 50. Check.
He can run, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Niners take over
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They bring the pressure, and this one's a duck. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it, for them to get downfield that quickly?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. You don't want to see Alpha. You don't want 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Go, go, go. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch out. We're going to 54. Check 24. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing now is Mahomes. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run. This is Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
Hey, chill.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Check my 50. Do your job. Pick that. 26.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Mara, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
24,
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown. And not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Right back to Coleman here on first down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
16 yards. And their 49er first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's second down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.